Okay, sorry, I kind of jumped here. So we're going to do one more of these problems where you have radicals on both sides with other junk involved, okay? So we've got kind of a similar situation to what we had in the last one. The only difference is now we've got a radical over here that's going to have some extra things going on with it. So this is just probably going to require maybe one or two more steps, but it's the same approach, right? So when you see it, don't go, oh my God. Just keep calm and square both sides. All right. So let's start with that. Square both sides. Okay. So I'm gonna write out this intermediate step here. I probably should have done it in the last video. I'm gonna do it now so you can see exactly what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna leave this written like this, and then over here I'm gonna drop the 2 and I'm gonna write out what that means. And this is what it means. It means you multiplying this by itself, right? I'm gonna write that out so that we completely understand that, okay, we're multiplying, we got double distributive property going on here, right? You're gonna have, this thing is gonna multiply by, that and by that, and then this thing right here is gonna multiply by this and by this, right? So you've got 4 little multiplication problems that are going to be going on here that we got to make sure we take care of. So that's why I wrote it out so you can see it. Hopefully it looks it's clear to you. Left side is very nice. That stuff all cancels and you get x plus 6, which the right side was like that, but it's not. So we have 5 times 5, right? So I'm just going to write this out. I'm going to go 5 times 5. I'm not going to put any signs in yet. And then we're going to do 5 times this negative thing here. So 5 times the negative square root of x plus 1. All right, groovy. Now we're going to do this one times this. And I'm going to change the order so it's not confusing. I'm going to put the 5. I'm going to put this 5 first and then put this after it because that's how this one's written. Right? Negative. All right, so we get 2 of those. And then this times this. Well, remember, when you multiply this times this, it's basically, that's saying this. That's saying you have x plus 1 squared, right, which gets rid of it. So we're going to get x plus 1, and then my sign, because you have a negative times a negative, is just going to give you a positive. Okay? So that's what we get over here for this last term. So this times this. So you get positive, and then the quantity x plus 1. So let's now simplify this out. So we get 25. Over here you get negative 5 times the square root of x plus 1. Same thing, ditto, right? And then you get plus x plus 1, and you can drop the parentheses at this point. You don't need them. They're not doing anything. It's not minus. You don't have to change any signs. It's pretty straightforward. All right, now I can combine this and this, all right, to make 26. All right, so the 1 and the 25 make 26. And then I can combine this and this, right, to make negative 10. All right, why did I do that? Negative 10 times the square root of x plus 1. Sorry, I'm tinkering around with this thing, but trying to get it to work right. Okay, we're going to switch back to all black now. All right, and then we got an x, and we got plus x. Okay, so we took care of this and this, we took care of this and this, and combined those, and then we have our x left over, and that goes there, right? And you got x plus 6 over here. Okay, so again, let's get the variable by itself. So we're going to move the x and the 26 over. All right, I'm going to use the blue to show that. So we're going to go minus 26, minus 26. All right, there you go. And I made a mistake here. The mistake I made is that I turned this to x minus 6. That should be x plus 6. All right, so my bad. Okay. Now I will subtract x also from both sides. And we're gonna have a situation now like what we had to happen last time, is the variable outside of the radical is gonna kind of eliminate itself, and that's kind of weird, but it's fine. We can handle it, right? So your negative 20 is equal to, this cancels, so it's equal to negative 10 times square root of x plus 1. All right, so now the next step would be to get rid of this negative 10. So I got negative 10, I got negative 10. So I'm going to get 2 equals the square root of x plus 1. All right, and so hopefully you can kind of see where that came from. I'm going to see if I can move this a little bit. All right, and so let's then square, right? So get the radical sign. So a lot of times you're going to have to do double squaring on this, right? Because you get radicals that you have to deal with at 2 different points. So we get x is equal to 3 because we subtracted 1 from both sides. And now let's do our check steps. So let's go up to our original equation here. Let's change colors. We're going to use solid green here. So these are our check steps. So check. Here's your checks. So we're going to go square root of 3 plus 6 is equal to 5 minus square root of 3 plus 1. So I put in, for x, I put in my answer, my 3, right? So you get square root of 9 is equal to 5 minus square root of 4. Square root of 9 is 3. 5 minus square root of 4 is 2. So you get 5 minus 2 is 3. You get 3 is equal to 3. So this one works out. It is not an extraneous solution. It is a good solution, and we like that. And so now you can confidently circle your answer of x is equal to 3 or 3 is equal to x, however you want to say it. And yeah, that's how these work, guys. So definitely a little more work with these. And you know, and good luck with these, and just stay patient with them, and you will figure them out. Okay, there's a video coming up that will have 2 of the homework problems on it. Okay.